Hola, me llamo Sabrina Ferretti. So today we will be doing the imperfect tense. So when teaching the imperfect tense, you want to understand that the imperfect tense is repeated actions in the past. So you want to use it when there's a frequent action in the past or frequent act in the past, and you want to describe it using a verb, and to conjugate the verb, that's when you use the imperfect tense. So when you have an AR verb, you go aba, abas, aba, abamos, aban. And ER and IR verbs, it's ia, ias, ia, iamos, ian. So that these aren't irregular. These are only for the AR and ER verb and IR verbs that are normally conjugated. And okay, so now we're going to do the irregulars for the perfect tense. So the irregulars for the perfect tense are ir, which is to go, and so iba, ibas, iba, ibamos, iban. And the next one is ser, which is to be, and that's era, eras, era, eramos, eran. And the next one is ver, to see, via, vias, via, viamos, and vian. So these are all the irregular verbs in the imperfect tense. And once again, the imperfect tense is repeated actions in the past and frequently used, frequent actions in the past. Okay, so now I'll explain to you how a person could use imperfect tense in a sentence. For example, I used to play soccer frequently. So you know that you're going to have to use imperfect tense in the sentence because you have the adverbial phrase frequentemente, and also you use used to. That term used to is a complete single for imperfect tense. So for that sentence, I used to play soccer frequently. Yo jugaba a football frecuentemente.
Me llamo Nicole. I am teaching the preterite, and the preterite is for completed actions in the past. Now, for regular endings of the preterite, for AR, it's aste, o, amos, aron. And an example of a regular AR verb is hablar, and it would be hablé, hablaste, habló, hablamos, hablaron. Now for ER and IR, they have the same endings. So it's iste, io, imos, ieron. And an example of an ER verb is comer, and it's comí, comiste, comió, comimos, comieron. And it's the same thing for any of the ER verbs. Okay. In the preterite stem changers, AR verbs and ER verbs go from E to IE and O to UE. Now, IR verbs are different. It goes from E to I and O to U in the third person and singular and plural. So really remember that. That is important. It's not like these. IR verbs are different, E to I, O to U, and only in the third person, singular and plural. So in the eos and the L forms. An example of an IR verb with the stem changer is repetir, which means to repeat. So in the O form it's repeti, and to form is repetiste, and this word changes. In the L, ea, usted form, remember it's E to I or O to U. In this case it's E to I. So the E goes to I. So then we have nosotros, repetimos, and then the ellos, ellas, ustedes form, it's repetieron. So it's E to I. Important. Well, Senora Brett, I put my own twist on a song to help you remember the yo forms of regular verbs. Tenors tuve, it stars a stuve, unders on duve, triers try, the seers de, putters poo, getters key say, putters poo say, assers e say.